Hey guys, it's CashSLAY and welcome back to my channel. So today I have this super cute, like glittery, bam, glam, in your face look. So if you want to know how I achieve this Valentine's Day look, or if you want to slay with your Valentine, if you want to go out and maybe catch a Valentine with this look, make sure to keep watching. I already have my brows filled in and I put on one coat of foundation. My brow tutorial is in the description box below. The first step to slaying on Valentine's Day is making sure our eyeshadow moves nowhere. So we're going to prime our lids. So I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Original Eyeshadow Primer Potion. And I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I'm using Porcelain. So this is just going to help brighten up the eyeshadow and really show its true colors. So I'm just going to add both to my lid from the lash line and go all the way up to my brows and blend it out with a damp beauty blender. I applied whatever was left over from the primer on my beauty blender to the bottom lid because I want whatever's on the bottom to be just as poppin' as what's on the top. So we are going to go ahead and set our eyes, and I'm going to be using the translucent Mercier powder, and I'm just going to apply this with a taper brush. I'm going to be using Y15 from Morphe, and I'm just going to use this, and it's going to help my eyeshadow blend. So I'm just going to dust this all over. The first thing we are going to do is apply our transition color, and a transition color is so important because we don't want to look like raccoons when we apply our eyeshadow. It needs to gradually get darker, you know, lighter to darker, like a gradient. So I'm going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette that everyone loves, of course, from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to be using the color Raw Sienna, if I'm saying that right. And you're just going to apply that all over the brow bone. And also, if it gets in the crease, it does not matter. It's okay. It's not going to kill anybody. And we are just going to get that all blended out. Once that's all blended out, we're going to start in our crease. So this next color, I'm not going to really apply it directly in the crease. I'm going to apply it a little bit above, but not as far up as our transition color. And I'm going to be using, again, another tapered brush. Tapered brushes are really perfect for blending. I'm going to be taking Venetian red. Sorry, I tried to read it upside down. I'm going to be taking Venetian red from the same palette, and I'm going to apply that a little bit above my crease. I'm going to apply a small amount at once because I don't want to apply too much and then it gets too heavy and you can't go back from there. So it's better to apply a small amount and then just build it up from there. And I'm just going to really try to control it and keep it right above the crease but not going too far up. Now that we got that blended out, we are really going to get in that crease and get that color popping. So I'm going to be using a Y20 brush from Morphe. It looks like this shape. You could use a brush this shape, or you can use any brush that you know works in your crease so you can slay. And I'm going to be applying the shadow Love Letter, and this is from that same palette. If I'm pointing to it, there it is. And I am going to add this on gradually to my crease. I'm really not going to be blending with this brush. It really does not work good for that. I'm just going to really get it on to really get some depth into that crease. Step was for the purpose of just adding on the color. Like, look, this unblended, like, it's making me cringe. So we are going to take a bigger version of the brush we just used, and it is Y20 from Morphe, and I am just going to use this to blend out my crease. So I'm going to move the eyeshadow a little up, kind of down onto the lid to really get that gradual build up. Okay, so once I was done blending that out, I had to pause because, I mean, this slay of this blending, it was too much for me. You can see the gradual effect, how dark it gets close to the crease, and this is just a comparison of what we start with and what we finish with. So I'm just going to go back in and I'm going to build up the color a little more, really close to the crease, and I'm going to take the brush I used before this, and I'm just going to be applying that same Love Letter color. Now we are going to cut our crease. We're kind of doing like a 3/4 cut crease. It's not the full like winged out version. So I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Porcelain that I use to prime my eyes. And you can apply this with the angled like eyeliner brush, but I am going to be using the brush from this concealer directly. Find the darkest part of your gradient eyeshadow, and and you are just going to go like right under that and line it 3/4 of the way, filling that in. Not opening my eyes because my concealer's wet. I'm sure I look crazy, but I am going to set this so that it does not move or like get on my eyeshadow above my crease. With my Mercier powder, I can't even grab it to show you in the camera. So that's what I'm going to be applying with a tapered brush like I used to apply all over my whole lid in the beginning. I really didn't think this part out, so you guys have to excuse me. I'm obviously not that bright. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. After I set the concealer on my lid, I went ahead and did my wing eyeliner, and I did it off camera. So I did that because I feel like wing eyeliner is its own slay. Like, you know, when you get that wing right and like nobody can tell you nothing because like you're ready like to cut. Okay, that's what we're ready for. The links to that are down below, so you can check that out later. But now we're going to go ahead and get our eyeshadow applied to the bottom lid. So I'm going to be taking that really small crease brush I use. You could even use something like a liner brush that's not angled or angled. Either one could work. And I'm just going to apply that Love Letter color on the outside and close to the inside, but I'm going to stop like 3/4 of the way. And then I'm going to be using an angled brush, angled eyeliner brush, sorry. And I'm just going to extend my waterline just a tiny bit. When I applied that concealer, it turned like a pinkish white. Like, I was honestly upset at first, but then I realized that this is a look. If I put my lashes on, did the rest of my face, and went on about my day, like, it would be a look. It would be a beat slay. But it's Valentine's Day, you know, we want to be the definition of extra. So I'm going to be using this pink like glitter liner that I got from CVS. And I'm pretty sure you can find these anywhere like Target, Walmart, and all that good stuff, or a different brand. And this is Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art. So I'm just going to apply the... There's concealer in my hair. Oh my gosh, I'm so dirty. Like, look at my... I got eyeliner all on my jacket, like trying to be cute, and I'm a mess. But anyway, heavily pack this on to be extra over the parts we apply concealer to, even on our lid. Okay, so now that we are ready to slay, I'm going to go ahead and coat my lashes with the Big Colossal Shop Maybelline Mascara. And then I'm going to go ahead and put on my Crease Flutter Lashes. And I'm not going to go into depth for this video talking about how I put on my lashes. I just do center, outside, then inside. I think that's the simplest way, so I'll have to make a video later. But personally, I think the only way to put on lashes is if you try and test it out and find out what's most comfortable for you. Just like putting it on with hands, you know, that might work for you. You might have a hidden talent that you don't even know about. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I really feel like lashes always bring me to life. Like, I thought I was done after this and I was ready to go out to find my Valentine. Like, where you at? Like, you see this slay. Didn't even realize that I didn't even have on the rest of my face. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera. I have yet to post a foundation routine. Like, I don't know why I'm procrastinating on that. I don't have a reason usually when I procrastinate. So I will be right back. Okay, so I am back in beat, as you can see, and I just did like my everyday foundation routine, and I used my favorite highlight, which is the Anastasia Glow Kit. I use bronze in summer, and I mean, I love that glow kit because it only does one thing, and it leaves me sun dipped, like you see it. But for lips, I'm going to be using a plum lip liner, and I really don't know what brand it is. It's just in my makeup collection. One of those things I just have. I don't know where I got it from. You know the deal. You know how that goes. And I'm going to apply Saint Germain MAC lipstick to the center. And it is just like this really cute, vibrant pink. And I am just going to apply that to the center, kind of making like an ombre effect. This is the finished look, slay, beat for Valentine's Day. I'm super excited about how it turned out. I mean, I love the glitter. The lips were thought a bit extra at first, but definition of extra is CashSLAY. So I went ahead and went with this color, but you definitely can change it out for something else or whatever is more comfortable for you. If you enjoyed this video or this look or this slay, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel because I am here to stay and slay. I have one thing for you guys, but before that, I want to tell you to have a happy Valentine's Day. Make sure to spend it with the people that you love, whether it's girlfriend, boyfriend, family, or friends, or just yourself, because I love me. Like, you should too. Love yourself. Not love me. I mean, love yourself. Oh my gosh. But I'm going to leave you with one thing, and that's to slay.